Hey guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're back over on the free-to-play account and we have a mere 12 days till we can go ahead and get the dimensional chest. Now once we do wait our additional 12 days, we have 28 more days in there before we can actually use the hero. But once we get the chest, we can go ahead and use a lot more of our resources that we have been saving for these chests. Now overall for both of these, we see the exchange. I already have enough to get Sha out of here. Now we're looking for Sun Jin Woo. We're starting to build up a little bit more resource out of here, just making, we need some more gladiator coins, some more labyrinth. So again, we have 12 more days. Now we also do have a lot more chests that are kind of queued up that we're going to be getting. So we only need another, 35 tokens in here to get them in the entirety. And then we'll have both of these heroes chests. And then, like I said, we do have to wait another 28 days until we have access to them, which that's okay, because we are going to get both of them free to play as a, within, the next, 28, 38, 40 days. The next 40 days, we'll get both of them absolutely free to play. So let's hop over, guys. Did a lot more progression, 25-44. We're almost through 25 at this point. We do have a couple more chests to open, and I want to kind of update you on some of the progression. Now, we did progression yesterday. We know we have some new heroes coming. Want to do some summons, see if we can get lucky with some of the heroes in here. So there's a copy of Kren. On the Mauler side, definitely a one that is going to drive within the Mauler Tower itself. Looks like we have Peggy, and it also looked like we had Walker. We're getting a lot of randoms with the chests that we're pulling out of here. Who else did we have? Yeah, we had Walker in there. Again, we're getting 100 diamonds, but a lot of random heroes. And then we did get another copy of K-Sauce. Now we have two more rares in here. Let's go ahead and pop those up. Let's do these summons as well. Again, we have 16,000 diamonds, but we also picked up some Stargazer scrolls, going through and actually finishing out some of the Voyage of Wonder. Also waiting for the rest of the unlock that we have within the Misty Valley. Also, we've been pushing through, and of course, within the Temple Rift, we've been pushing through quite a bit. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to still swap this over to our Graveborn heroes, just for the simple fact we need more copies of Ivan. We need a couple more copies of a few different heroes to really make and push a little bit more progression. Now, within the Graveborn Tower, we're doing incredibly well, and I might have said Maulers, but no, Graveborn, we are doing incredibly well. Even the tower, we can just kind of breeze right through it. It's pretty quick when it comes to progression, because we do have the combination of Ivan and we have Randy, which there's another copy of Ivan, guys. We need a few more and we will be able to actually build them up a little bit further. Now, we also got to the point of unlocking this summon. Now, the Desired Hero summon, this is a game changer because you can choose exactly what hero you want to choose. And you can pick them. Now, when you progress further and unlock more parts within the Field of Stars, you will actually get more summons in here in the entirety, which allows you to choose the hero you're looking for. In my case, it is going to be Ivan. I'm going to do a summon in here, try to get that one copy of Ivan that we're looking for. And there we go. Right off the bat, we do get another copy. So that is two that we already pulled out of there, meaning that we need a little bit more fodder. And then we do need two more copies, and he will be at Ascended as well, which is going to be pretty broken, especially early game for both of those really building out and having the ability to get both of those heroes. Now, last summon, we did get the original version of Athalia. We still have not seen one single, and there's a copy of Vika, but we have not seen one single Awakened hero out of our regular summons. And I know over on the YouTube account, it has been a crazy amount of time since we've actually seen the ability to get one of the heroes we're looking for, an Awakened hero, out of the summons, or even those Celestials and Hypos. So still going to use our diamonds in here. I'm trying to make a little bit more progression, trying to get some more food to essentially build out some more of these heroes. And there is Ulna. So that is a pretty good pull. So we pulled Athalia. Now we pulled Ulna. So that is essentially back-to-back Celestial heroes with the diamond pulls that we got out of here. Now, Ulna is one that you want to build up. You want to get her to that Ascended level, and getting her the 9 of 9 furniture is where she absolutely shines, guys. Still used today is that 9 of 9 furniture. And then we also get a copy of Jerome, another very strong hero. Now, Stargazer, like I said earlier, we got some Stargazer scrolls. We are going Liberta all the way to 1 star. And now we know the power of Liberta. We want to make sure that we're building them out and getting some copies in here. And maybe, there we go, we get a free mythic piece of gear. We do get a couple cards in there, a few more resources. I'm going to burn through the rest of these 7. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, guys, that we can get one copy of Liberta out of here with the Stargazer. Now, remember, we did get Lavatoon, but there's a Wilder piece. We got 2 pieces of mythic gear out of here. That is pretty darn good. Now we also do have 6 cards as we see in video. This is another one where I don't want to save the resources or I don't want to save the cards because we know we're going to be building them out and looking in here. We are getting resources that are going to help progression little by little, even though it's only one kind of here or there. Getting some more essence, getting some more resources really does make a difference when it comes to progression within AFK Arena. It is really the little pieces that do kind of drive it. Now in here, Stargaze 30 times. Got some more resource out of there. We got, look at this, 15 more, 10 more of these to actually build up some essence. And I'm wondering, because we are close to building up Randy a little bit further. And I think that might have just put him right over the edge of building him up and gaining some more levels on there. Now, guys, we're not super far within this account. We have 2 Draconic insignia, so we are about 2 weeks in. There's a copy of Arden. We got a couple more rares here, which again, we're just going to use them for food. And as we continue to get more copies of a few different specific heroes, we can build them up a little bit further. But there is another double copy of Ivan. We got Vico, we got Jerome. Pretty good builds here. I mean, we do have some pretty good heroes that are turning out. I know Palmer, we need one more copy, but Jerome, we have double copies of Jerome, and we have this down there. You know what, guys? This is going to be a big one for the Light Bears, and even for formations, this is going to be a big one because we can take Jerome Legendary Plus. Right there is Mythic. That gives us a massive, massive support hero. And it also gives us the ability to actually level them up a little bit higher. We still have enough. We can take them higher. We can build them up. And Jerome, again, when it comes to the supportability, when it comes to this hero, Jerome is really, really, really good. Again, a lot of meta formations. He is going to fit in perfectly. Super happy with the build. Now in here, we did build out Crescio a little bit. I know we need a few more copies of him, but even looking food-wise, we don't have enough. Wilders, we did build out Aethys. Again, we need a little bit more food in here, build them out. And then we do have quite a bit of food in here. Right there is Ivan. We have double copies right there. So I believe we still need 2 more copies of Ivan to build them up. And then Randy is already at that ascended level. So we did add some and starting to get some furniture on there. And I did build out the furniture wish list a little bit more, which I'll show you guys in just a minute. But look at that. We got Olna and we got Athalia. We also did pick up that copy of Lava Tune that we were using. So very, very cool. A couple more levels here on our Elder Tree. Boom, building that up just a little bit further. And there's level 10, guys. Level 10 already in the support, where is exactly what we're looking to build. Built out the Field of Stars a lot further. Now within the Oaken, want to do some summons in here just based on the workshop. So as you can see, we built Envy and Liberta. Now those are 2 definitely going to be focusing on. Rem is going to be one that we're going to garrison, but we have Misha in here. Jerome's already in here. Ivan's in here. And as you can see, we also do have Randy in here. Goran's in here. Alvida's in here. Very, very good build with the heroes. We have 22,000 coins. Hopefully we can get 1 or 2 in here for Randy, and everything at this point, of course, is going to be new. But I'm going to recycle all of our regular ones, trying to get some mythic pieces. And there is a piece for Goran. We're going to have to see there's a piece for Rem. Rem, of course, is the one, once we get both of the current dimensional heroes we have going on, we are going to pick up Rem, and Rem is going to be one team. The other team, of course, is going to be the combination of both of them together. And you know what? I'm going to save these. I'm going to use these for Ivan, or excuse me, for Randy, just for the simple fact, which he is support. There they are, both of them. I'm going to use both these cards. Normally and traditionally, I would sell these, but I want to try to get a little bit better better furniture on both of those. If I can get a, legendary piece in here, that's pretty good. Even we're relatively close. So let's do the equip on here. And I don't think it'll let me do it. There we go. Let's auto place. Auto place the furniture. We'll save this one. Look at the stats, guys. That is 521k. Look at the defense, the dodge attack. Looks like stays the same at that 32k. But that is pretty big. Now the rest of these, we're going to go ahead. We're going to recycle all of these, which I'm going to set these to auto recycle. We want to save, and I am going to save this right now because when we unlock another room, we will have the ability to actually build it up a little bit further. But there we go. So we have a lot more available. And here's another couple thousand Pokecoins. again, we already know what we're summoning for. Makes sense to go ahead and use them, even though, of course, we didn't get anything in there. Got another 70, so that's okay. Everything else was automatically just recycled, but I'm wondering, let's auto place. Still gonna have, yeah, probably still the best, which is fine. Because again, we're building that out kind of little by little and looking at the dailies, the weeklies, everything else. Been running through the Arcane Labyrinth, even have to go through the Ghoulish Gallery, finish this out. Now, Temporal Rift, like I was saying, we did make it through 40, 50, 60. We made it through 60 floors already of the Temporal Rift. Again, with a very, very, very light team in here. We have 700. We've been picking up our emblems right here. Let's also see down here. Yeah, see, we're not that far. That's okay. We get 5 more cards. I'm okay because that could be one of the heroes that we're looking for. That could be a copy. And again, 5 more cards in here for Liberta. Fingers crossed. Can we get another one? Oh, come on. Look at that. There's another piece of gear. We have gotten 3 pieces of mythic gear. Again, that is pretty broken overall with the build. Yeah, let's see where we're at. So here must be above 160. Again, we have to get heroes, which I know we just used food. We're gonna have to get Jerome built up. Jerome is gonna go. Do we want to take him to 180? I think 180, 180, 180. Let's take him up. I'm wondering if oh, that's gonna be way too much. Let's get him up to 160. I wish again it let me pick this up because I feel like if we get him to 160, then we can build up Randy as our carry, which again, Jerome is such a strong hero. I feel like as a support, we could put him in. Um, Definitely building him out. Well, also this will bring everybody else to 160 just for where we want to build him. We don't want to take him to that 180 yet because we want our carry hero, which is going to be Randy, a lot higher with the buffs. But even though he is a warrior, definitely the buffing. So there we go. So he's at 160. Yep, that just gives us enough for Soul Harvest. Boom, that takes us up to 200. Oh, guys, right there. That is a big, big build. Look at this. We already got some tier 1 gear on here, which is awesome. Picked up a lot of additional gear in here. Also max out a couple more signature items. Got a 9 right there. And I'm going to build out Jerome a little bit further. At the start, Jerome gains 200 energy points. We can definitely take that. That'll make a big difference for that alt getting everyone built up here. Now, we also did take Aethys. We got Aethys built up a little bit further, that plus 10 signature item. Rome will go ahead. We'll throw on, let's say, a temporal cover. Going to have to build that up a little bit further, but that gives them the ability to buff up quite a bit. Now, what was unlocked there? Unlocks at what, 201? So yeah, we definitely built him and buffed him up quite a bit, which is going to work incredibly well. But that takes us, again, another 20 levels here, another 160 there. Going to have to build him up just a little bit further. We need some more essence out of there. And also out of the shop, we're getting, I'm going to have to, yeah, we bought all of this stuff out already. Rest of this, again, we're saving, waiting for those heroes specifically to go ahead and build. Now, I know a couple players also had questions about when we're looking at the Beast Grounds. So the Beast Grounds, you can see right here, we have 267. Let's go ahead and do the summons in here. Now, I want to bring up that new player guide that we had talked about before and kind of show you what we were talking about. Because again, I know there were a few questions about the new player guide. So let me bring this up, and specifically the beasts. So the way that I understand this, and let me hop over, guys, and I want to show you. So the way that I understand this is if you look at the guide right here, resonance level 6, we are going to put the seal in there. We are going to put the trickery chest, and we're going to put our little baby dragon. And we're going to get them up to this level. Now, the seal is going to stay in there. Anyone that is 6+, you can see that is blue right there, level 6+. We are going to keep the seal in there. And then we are actually going to be swapping all of these out in different capacities. So you can see right here, a 6. We're going to take these to 6. We're going to take these to 6. And then when we get down here, we're going to go ahead and do resonance level 6. So what that is going to do, because we have all of these other guys up to a 6, it is going to give us all of the secret spice that we need to get up to resonance 6. But that secret spice is going to take the seal to 18. And I wish I could do this kind of all at once. But you can see 6, 9 means that you keep the beast in the wish list. Do not remove it. Do not throw guarantees at the pets in turn, which are going to be the other pets that are in turn. So again, we're going to build this out. So 6, 3, and 1. So once we pull this one, we're going to swap in another beast, and we're going to continue going through and building all these beasts up to 6. Again, thinking of the food we're getting is once we do hit beast resonance 6, the seal is going to be 18. Then we're going to move down here, build these up to 9 plus, and the rest of these going through are going to build essentially these both up to 18. Then we'll have 3 of the beasts already up to 18, and so on and so forth as we're going through here with the baits that we are getting out of the different game modes. And that is essentially how this works. So again, thinking and looking at that, when we do the build or when we get the beasts out of here, there we go. So we have another trickery chest. Now trickery chest again is one that we're taking to level 3 specifically. So we are going to wait to build and do anything with the trickery chest as it sits right now, because remember, we are building that trickery chest all the way up to level 10. All of these secret spices are not going to go towards the slumbering seal. They are going to go towards the other beast that we are actually pulling out of here. So again, looking at the trickery chest, we have 1 level right here, which gives us 1 of 1. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to put this into my intelligence. I'm going to go ahead and level this up 1. That gives us level 2. Now, again, when the trickery chest hits level 3, we are going to drop the trickery chest out. We're going to put in another beast, and we are going to continue summons like we have just seen it. The rest of these, once we do get to the point of maxing out these baits or getting the ability with all of the copies in here, we're going to be able to, again, swap those out. So essentially, by the time we do hit resonance level 6, which is going to be a couple of these all built together, we are going to continue building and getting enough food, and we're not actually going to resonate until we get to the point of going through all of the beasts that we have in here and having them built out to the level where we are going to pick up the slumbering seal, and that slumbering seal is going to be taken immediately to level 18, which again is going to be pretty broken overall on the way that the beast and the beast tricks work overall. So it's going to be, again, kind of interesting to see that we're going to get a level 18 beast when everybody else is at 6, just based on the build that we have right there. Now, of course, in here, the quest just continue drawing furniture. Solemn Vow, we get a couple more resources out of there. Then I think we have enough for maybe another summon in here. Let's see if we have one more in here, again, just using some of our resources. One more card, and we have one more summon, which is a copy of Nevi. I will definitely take a copy of Nevi, guys. But overall, with what we just picked up right here, and again, we are going to be focusing on Ivan taking this signature item up all the way to 30 is what we're looking to do. And then we'll actually go 30 here, and then we're going to circle back. We're going to finish out Randy's signature item, and as well as going up, leveling up Jerome, and a couple other of these, just taking them up as high as possible. So guys, it's time to make a lot more progression in here. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to turn this on the auto battle. Might swap out and might actually drop out Shamira, maybe for Jerome, and see how we do. Or even Crescio, we could drop out and drop in Jerome. Again, just thinking about the support aspect that he has. I'm going to let this run and just go through here on auto. It does make a big difference when you come in here and you just let this run and run for an incredible amount of time. As we're getting Ivan built up further, as we're getting Randy built up further, it's going to make a big difference in being able to go through here. I know there is a little bit of RNG just based on the levels that we're at. But guys, that's going to do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.